Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you felt defeated, yet there was no argument? Where somehow the other person always seems to win, but never raises their voice? Welcome to the chilling world of narcissistic manipulation, where battles are won not with words, but with silence, mind games, and psychological tactics that leave victims confused, doubting themselves, and powerless. Narcissists are masters of invisible warfare. They thrive not by engaging in direct confrontation, but by subtly undermining your reality. Unlike typical conflicts where both parties argue their points, narcissists operate on a completely different level, one rooted deeply in dark psychology. Their goal isn't just to win arguments, it's to avoid them entirely while ensuring you end up questioning yourself. This approach allows them to maintain control without ever appearing aggressive. At the heart of their strategy lies one of the most insidious forms of psychological abuse, gaslighting. Through gaslighting, narcissists distort your perception of reality. They deny things they previously said, rewrite history, and minimize your feelings, making you wonder whether you're simply overreacting. For example, you might confront them about a hurtful comment they made. Their response, "I never said that. You must be imagining things." Over time, these repeated denials chip away at your confidence, making you dependent on their version of reality. Another tactic narcissists use to win without arguing is stonewalling, the deliberate refusal to communicate. Instead of engaging in a dispute, they go silent, making you feel as though you're the problem for wanting to talk. Their silence is not peaceful, it's weaponized. It creates anxiety, forcing you to chase them for closure or resolution, giving them the upper hand. Triangulation is another powerful technique. Rather than confront you directly, narcissists bring a third party into the situation, subtly or overtly, to validate their perspective and undermine yours. For example, they might say, "Even Sarah agrees with me that you're overreacting." This creates doubt and insecurity, isolating you while reinforcing their narrative. Narcissists excel at rewriting reality. They selectively remember events in ways that always paint them as innocent and you as unreasonable. By controlling the narrative, they avoid responsibility while forcing you into a defensive position, trying to prove something that can no longer be proven. Instead of arguing, narcissists often use emotional baiting. They push your buttons with passive-aggressive comments designed to trigger you emotionally. Once you react, they flip the situation. Now, you're the one who looks unstable while they maintain their calm and collected appearance. Often, narcissists position themselves as the reasonable party. They avoid raising their voice, presenting themselves as calm and logical while you appear irrational. This tactic is powerful in public or among friends. Outsiders may believe that you are the one causing drama, further isolating you and strengthening the narcissist's control. Instead of arguing, narcissists often shift blame through guilt-tripping and shaming. They frame situations where you end up feeling responsible for their bad behavior. They might say things like, "If you truly cared about me, you wouldn't act this way." They might say things like, "If you truly cared about me, you wouldn't act this way." When narcissists sense a confrontation approaching, they often use future faking. They promise change, growth, or commitment, anything to avoid immediate conflict. But these promises are rarely fulfilled. Once the tension passes, the narcissist returns to their old patterns, leaving you stuck in a never-ending cycle of hope and disappointment. Minimization is a subtle yet brutal form of control. Instead of arguing, they downplay your feelings and experiences. Statements like, "You're overreacting," "It's not that big of a deal," "You're too sensitive." These comments slowly erode your sense of worth, making you feel foolish for even bringing up concerns. Narcissists are experts at deflection. Instead of addressing issues, they change the subject, divert attention, or bring up unrelated past mistakes to avoid responsibility. This keeps you constantly off balance, preventing any meaningful resolution while protecting their image. Over time, these tactics work together to create a powerful form of mind control. The narcissist victim may begin to doubt their own reality entirely. The result? The narcissist wins every conflict without ever raising their voice or engaging in open disagreement. Direct arguments are risky for narcissists. They expose vulnerabilities, demand accountability, and could shatter the carefully crafted illusion they've built. By staying out of open conflict, narcissists maintain power while keeping their victims emotionally confused, isolated, and dependent. The first step in protecting yourself is recognizing these manipulation tactics. Once you see the pattern, you can stop questioning your reality. Set firm boundaries. Narcissists thrive where boundaries are weak. Make your limits clear and enforce them without guilt. Seek external support. Whether through trusted friends, therapy, or support groups, outside perspectives help you maintain clarity. Narcissists win not by arguing, but by never allowing a fair argument to take place. They rewrite reality, distort your emotions, and entangle you in a web of confusion. But knowledge is power. The more you understand their tactics, the less power they hold over you. The battle is silent, but awareness turns silence into strength.